Welcome back to the All Out Attack podcast. Today we're speaking about the greatest players of all time. So, we've got some thoughts. We're just going to discuss the players and then we're going to all say who we think is the greatest of all time. So, obviously, the best starting point feels like the modern players. So, obviously, you've got the two main, Lionel Messi and Ronaldo. So, I thought maybe just start with Messi. So, obviously, what a player he is. Like, he's 33 and still the best player in La Liga by quite a way.
Yeah.
I think he's leading goal scorer list and assists in La Liga.
Is he leading assists as well?
I don't know if he's fully leading assists, but he's definitely up there because he's by quite a bit the top scorer. But then again,
he's top as well. He's a joint top with Iago Aspas and Marcos Llorente.
I think 2012 Messi is probably potentially the best year ever in football. Like, my man scored 91 goals in a calendar year.
That's crazy. That is mental. Most players won't even amass that in their whole career. So
He scored.
Yeah, legit.
He scored 59 in the La Liga itself that season. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no.
Imagine how competitive La Liga was back then as well. Like, it wasn't it was a dead league.
Yeah.
Do you know a fun fact about Messi? Do you know he was actually asked to play for the Spanish national team?
Yeah.
And he turned it down. It's mental. And he people are going to say he's never won a World Cup and all this. He's won a gold medal, Olympic gold medal. People don't seem to know that as well. I don't know if that amounts to anything in his career because he's won so many things.
Yeah.
But Olympic gold medal is still kind of mad.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. It's not really like, because you can't play your full team in the in the Olympics.
Yeah, still though, like not many players in the current day can say they've got a gold medal. I know the Brazil team obviously won it in Rio. Also, the guy, everyone knows this, but the guy was born with a growth hormone deficiency as well, and to become the world's best in some people's minds, or a lot of people's minds, is kind of mad considering he didn't have it the best in his childhood, and to come through and become an all-time great. It just shows how good he actually is.
Exactly, and I think if you were to do a vote with everyone voting, I think I've got a feeling Messi would come out on top. If you had all the football fans voting,
I think.
I reckon the majority of people would vote Messi.
I think Messi's more naturally talented, but I do think Ronaldo's probably more hardworking.
Yeah, agreed. I think Messi and someone else I'm going to speak about, the two most naturally gifted players.
Yeah,
they're both Argentinian.
They might be, yeah. They might be.
In my opinion, bin off the election, just get everyone to vote who's better, Messi or Ronaldo.
That'd be class. Imagine you did a massive, like, the census. Like, one on the census is just...
Who do you prefer, Messi or Ronaldo? Messi, Ronaldo.
Yeah. Imagine.
I don't realise Craig Dawson actually played at the London 2012 Olympics.
Yeah, he was on centre back, innit?
Yeah.
How have we mentioned Craig Dawson, our best players of all time video?
Because he's the
He's got to be up there. But yeah, I think Messi. Thing is with Messi, he's been in some of the best teams ever. So, like, for instance, that Barcelona, like, that whole, like, kind of 5-10 years between, like, 2008 to about 2016 when Neymar left. Yeah. Like, that team was actually just unreal, and he was the star man throughout the whole time. So, you gotta love the guy. Like, he when you watch him play, he's just one of the best entertainers I've ever seen, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, in La Liga, 467 goals, 206 assists in 511 games at this current time.
That is disgusting stuff.
And I still remember when we played them in 2011, and even in 2009 played them in the final. That was like, prime Ferdinand Vidic, and he just made them look like, Maguire and Lindelof. I've said it before, I think, but
I remember when
it's
that
crazy.
ball came in and he just jumps above everyone.
Yeah. He's just insane, man.
Mate.
Well, he made Boateng look like an absolute mug.
Sorry.
And the goal against Getafe, do you remember the one from the halfway line where he ran?
Oh, yeah.
Ran to the team?
Yeah, mental.
No one else would do that, yeah.
Do you know one thing?
As well, that goal.
Do you know one thing that really pisses me off, though?
What?
How people are like, they're always, Messi, Ronaldo. Can't we just appreciate for a minute that
Both of them.
both of these players are playing in the same era, and it's one of the best eras of football at the
Mate,
moment.
I'm 100% with you. Every time that I'd post something about Ronaldo, Messi, or I see posts on Instagram, not even just myself, but like when I see a post about one of them, the top comment is always, oh, Ronaldo's better, oh, Messi's better. Like,
Trust me.
Appreciate
like,
both of them. Like,
let's just enjoy them while they're here. Do you know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure. Like, I saw it on your Snap or your Instagram. It was I think you posted it. It was like this is the last time potentially that Messi and Ronaldo could share the same pitch. Can we just appreciate it and forget about the debate for now?
Yeah, I did say that because I do believe it, and I mean,
Not World Cup.
Well, no, I think it was when Barca played Juve.
Yeah.
Because I just started up my account at that time, and I remember they played them, and then I was like I don't know why I said it, but like it just annoys me. It gets
I
back polls, but you know, for them to, I'm always comparing them, but like I'm guilty of it as well. But I just think I've learned now that it's just better to just enjoy both of them.
Of course it is.
So.
Like they're both in.
I'm joking.
They're both insane though. Like it's a hard comparison because if they were both strikers, out and out strikers, you could probably compare them differently. But
they're different players. They've got I mean, moving on to Ronaldo, like they both got different kind of strengths. You know, you've got Ronaldo's the best, probably one of the best athletes of all time. Like his body is so conditioned to play football, and he's made it that way. Like. And what I love about Ronaldo is the way you've seen him go from, like, not bad, but like when he was at Sporting Lisbon, it wasn't like Messi where you'd see him and you'd be like, okay, this guy's going to be the best player. You saw him and you'd be like, okay, this guy's a talent. And then he came to United, and obviously under Alex Ferguson's guidance, he did become one of the two best players in the world at that point. And has been ever since then, to be fair, like him and Messi. But I think that's what I like. Like that's why Ronaldo is up there for me, just because, you know, of his transformation and like how he's maintained it throughout. Like, he's been about. So he's been at United for 8. Like he signed in like 2004.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I think 03. I think 03.
Yeah,
he was there for 6 years.
Because his first season was his first season at United, he played in the FA Cup final against Millwall, and he was like 18 at the time, or 17. And I remember he literally ran rings. I know this isn't saying much because it's Millwall, but he ran a whole team at 18 and was like the man of the match in the FA Cup final.
That's still mad.
Yeah,
I still can't believe we got to that final, but
the glory days.
No, it was insane. Like. Obviously I wasn't there because I was 2, but I've watched the whole game back and stuff like that, and like he literally was insane even then. But like how he developed himself was just amazing, and how he's come from being like a quick, like a trickster on the left wing to now being like just a goal scorer. You know, it's adapted to his sort of age thing. So yeah, I think, you know, both of them. Just different levels to anyone else, I think. Like in terms of in the modern game, for sure. I don't know
100%.
I don't know whether they'd be like my top 2 ever. Potentially, it just.
I think is people are so desperate for this Haaland and Mbappe thing to turn into the new Messi Ronaldo.
I really hope it does, but
I kind of hope it does. But at the same time, I think you can't replace Messi or Ronaldo. Like it's a different era, different players. They shouldn't constantly be comparing. I mean, I know it's fun to compare, but again, Mbappe and Haaland, completely different players. I don't know. There shouldn't be a comparison. People should appreciate
the thing is with them is, you know, they've got their own careers to embark on rather than having to live in the shadow. Like they shouldn't be thinking to themselves like, oh, I've got to live up to what Messi and Ronaldo did, because to do that, they'd have to score like 40 goals a season for the next 10 years.
Crazy.
So like,
how many goals Haaland scored?
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to sort of put that pressure on them. I think we should just enjoy Because for all we know, Mbappe and Haaland could not end
Yeah.
up ever winning a Ballon d'Or.
I don't know. Like,
They could get a bad injury or something. You never know, really.
Exactly. Look at R9. Like,
Yeah.
I know he did win a Ballon d'Or, but like he probably he
Yeah.
really sort of injuries completely ruined his career.
I mean, Haaland's just waiting to get his new Windows update, and he'd be banging goals.
I can't wait. I actually beg he comes to the Premier League. I'd be so gassed to see him. Imagine, because he would suit the Prem as well.
Yeah, he would. I think
genuinely do.
most Lewandowski, I think, would suit the Prem. I reckon he would have been top scorer most years, or pretty much every year.
I think Haaland would finish top scorer, even though he's like 20 in the Prem.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so sort of, it is unfair to sort of put that pressure on them, I think. And I mean, Ronaldo and Messi are just, in my lifetime for sure, the best players we've seen.
Yeah.
So like, I mean,
you know, the Ronaldo, Messi. Oh yeah, sorry. I was just saying, they obviously now they're towards the end of their career. You know, you can't say, you know, Haaland and Mbappe are just starting out. Yes, they have the potential to get there, but you know, just you know, Jack Wilshere also had the potential as well. So you know,
yeah.
so,
I mean,
it can work both ways. But
Alex Ferguson said that Ravel Morrison is the best youngster he's ever seen.
Yeah, no, but he said he's the best youngster, but he said that his attitude is awful, and that's one of the biggest issues. Like he stopped playing at a lot of clubs because he just had attitude problems and stuff. I think he had a lot of like drama probably at like home, and like he had a lot of issues in his life. But yeah, so a lot of that came out onto the pitch and against the managers as well.
Fergie saying that's nothing. I mean, Arsene Wenger said that Jeremy Lynch was the best on the ball at Arsenal.
Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah.
Better
hate
than
that guy.
better Bergkamp, mate.
He has had
Hate
an
that.
influence on the modern game, though. You can't lie.
I hate that guy.
You know, I heard, this is very off topic, but I heard that once they were like filming it, he was filming a video with Roman Kemp, and apparently like he did a touch and someone said like, oh, it's good, but it's not quite Messi.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then apparently he was like, wait, what? What'd you say? And apparently he was trying to claim that his first touch was like as good as Messi's.
Yeah, he was like, "Can we take that again?" or something. Like he was just trying.
Yeah.
Because there's an interview. He was on like Mo the comedian. He's like he's on Instagram and stuff. He has like a
Gilligan.
Yeah, Mo Gilligan. He has his podcast, and Jeremy Lynch is claiming he's had an influence on the modern game. He was like, "Oh yeah, these young footballers have seen my videos and stuff." But everyone forgets Ty as Kante, so like, you know, technically it works both ways.
I'll tell you what, that is just
Delusional.
I actually hate him. Like, if he's watching this right now, he can actually fuck off.
As if he's going to be watching all out of that podcast.
Yeah, let's back our boy Stephen Tries against the Lynch.
Steven.
Steven, let's go, Stephen.
So, like, for the next one, I'm going to bring him up because he's probably my favourite ever player. In my opinion, maybe the best Argentinian footballer ever, Diego Maradona.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, obviously I wasn't alive to see him in his prime or even when he was in his packhead days. But, you know, when he was like in that 1986 World Cup, I've seen enough of it to sort of appreciate just how good that guy was. Like, in that game against England, I know he did the hand of God, but like that run that he did, and he got fouled like very badly just before he did that run.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Terry Butcher. Do you know what I'm on about? Aiden.
Yeah.
The guy
Even I do.
face covered in blood. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who there's a picture of him covered in blood. Yeah, he like 2-footed Maradona like 10 seconds before that run was made, and it should have been like a red card. But like back in those days, he just gets up, gets the ball, takes around the whole England team, scores a goal. And for me, there will never be a goal in football that is, even though it's against England, and it pains me to say it, that I don't think there'll ever be a goal in football that tops that for me personally. And like,
no, I'd back that. It was class. It's the speed he was running at. And just the composure it was insane. Even though it was against England, you just got to hold your hands up when a player scores a goal like that. and they just accept it.
Literally, he held his hand up later in that game when he
Yeah.
scored the goal. Because that was the same game, wasn't it? As the hand.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he broke our hearts and just completely wowed us in the same game.
But yeah, in South America, football is like everything to them. You know, they play in the streets for hours, just football. You know, it means a lot around the whole world, but it's different. You know, in South America, it's like they've created their own style of football. Like they're sort of you know, you got futsal and like street football that's emerged there. So you get a lot of very skillful players, and you know, that's how, you know, you get your Messis, you get your Maradonas, and then, you know, you got your Ronaldinhos and all that. South America. I mean, I'd love to go there one day and just sort of.
I always wanted to go to Rio at some point.
Yeah.
Go on the beach and whatever.
See the stadiums and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, if you go to Argentina and ask them who's the greatest footballer of all time, even though Messi, of course, what he's done,
I'll say
insane,
Maradona.
and
Yeah, they say Maradona. Yeah.
Everyone would say Maradona. Like, I watched a documentary about him. Like, literally, in Argentina, he is actually a god. Like in what's the is it Buenos Aires? The capital?
Buenos Aires, yeah.
Yeah, there's just everywhere you go, every street you go, there'll be like a portrait of him or whatever, and like he's literally treated as like a god. It's insane. But I think having that, I wish England had a player that was decorated as much as that. Like,
yeah,
Harry Kane.
Our closest thing to it probably
Wayne Rooney. Oh, Bobby Boy, yeah.
Michael Owen with the Ballon d'Or.
Yep.
But
I just looked over because I've got a picture of Bobby Moore and Pele on my wall. So yeah.
Maradona once played for Spurs. Maradona played a game for Spurs. If no one knew that.
That was probably when he was like 5 lines down. He was like, you know what, mate.
1986 against Inter Milan.
1986.
Yeah.
That was when he was in his prime. Yeah, I was 10 years the World Cup.
He played for you guys. What? Why?
Yeah. What? One game because I don't know if it was Ozzy Ardiles or Ricky Villa got injured and he was like, I'll fill in for you. I don't even know how it worked, but he definitely played a game.
How does that even work?
Nah, back in the day, they wouldn't bat an eyelid, mate. If it was Maradona saying it, he literally got away with until 1990. He got away with he used to. I need to get this the right way around. He used to binge like drinking and drugs from Sunday to Wednesday, I think it was.
What made him so good?
And then Thursday and Friday he'd be like
energy,
recovering but still training. And then on the Saturday he'd obviously play. And like he was still in imagine how good he would have been. There wouldn't even be a GOAT debate in my opinion if he was not as if his lifestyle was different. I genuinely don't believe there'd be a GOAT debate.
Yeah. Really? I mean, no, I understand.
In my opinion, because I just think,
maybe like all the binge drinking is what made him good. I don't know.
Definitely the
apparently that's what made
just gave him superpowers.
Like the morning after you drink, you are not in the mood to train.
Do you think he was immune to that because the amount he just drank? He just became immune.
Jamie Vardy does that though, doesn't he? Yeah, he has a snus and a Red Bull, doesn't he? Jamie Vardy for every game. He has 10 Red Bulls.
Yeah, he does.
That's disgusting, man.
Brilliant. But yeah, I don't think he cares about his diet, Jamie Vardy. I reckon Leicester managers are like, yeah, do what you do, mate.
He's like 34 and he's still rapid. So.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it must be the Red Bull giving him not wings, but legs.
Literally
running. You should against United. You should have buried that. He had the 1-on-1.
Oh mate, that was awful.
That was
That you would not. 9 times out of 10, Vardy puts that way.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, damn. You don't really get 1-on-1s nowadays because of the way football's played. You know, a lot of defensive football. So it was a great chance. But I just froze for a minute. I was like, oh, this is it.
The other person I wanted to mention, I don't think he'll be in anyone's I don't think he'll be number 1 for anyone. But I wanted to mention a defender because defense is half the game, obviously. So for me, the greatest. So obviously there's Beckenbauer, fantastic. You know what a defender he was. But I wanted to mention Maldini because it's insane. Like the most insane stat about Maldini is there was one year in the Serie A where AC Milan, I think they conceded one less goal than the teams that went down, and they won the league because of how good Maldini and Baresi were.
Yeah, they were nearly as good as Jones and Smalling, to be honest.
Mate, they literally. I don't think there'll
Yeah.
ever be a defender, in my opinion, who's better than like Maldini. You just couldn't break him.
Yeah, Maldini.
So yeah, I just wanted to.
I've got a centre half in mind that I think is probably a better defender, but
Beckenbauer.
Nah.
Bobby Moore. You going Bobby Moore?
Well, I mean, of course,
Yeah.
I've got to say Bobby Moore, haven't I?
He's an English legend, but I just don't know.
Not over
my
Maldini.
favourite
I
West
don't
Ham
think.
player. My favourite ever West Ham player is Bobby Moore, 100%.
I mean, it has to be. I mean, I think.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's got to be Carlton Cole, man. I love that guy, man. That guy's beast.
You can't compare Maldini and Bobby Moore, I don't think. But
Bobby Moore was described. Pele, of all people, described him as the greatest defender he's ever played against.
Yeah, he did,
So,
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I've got the quote. I've literally got the quote on my wall up there.
There was a game in, I don't know if it was 66 or 70. I think it was 66 actually when we won. So Pele comes in after like he's the best player in the world, best player anyone's ever seen. He was like, and everyone was like, "Oh God, what's going to happen?" And Bobby Moore pocketed him the whole game.
Yeah.
Like literally every time, if you watch a video like about it, every time Pele would get the ball, Bobby Moore would like dispossess him or like body him or win in the air. It was literally insane.
Yeah, people are gonna say he wasn't the tallest centre back in the world. He wasn't the strongest centre back in the world. He's just his accuracy, his timing, and the way he could just steal a ball off someone just like that.
He had heart as well.
Yeah, and he would take the ball and he would carry on, he would run forward. He's probably the starting point of that ball playing centre back because he would get the ball, and sometimes even for West Ham, I've seen old clips. Obviously, I'd watch it. He would get the ball and he would run the length of the pitch with it, just because. Why not?
Rice-esque.
Declan Rice-esque, 100%.
But yeah, I mean Bobby Moore, yeah, he definitely deserves a mention. He's like, I think he's a rare breed that would like die on the pitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's the greatest English defender of all time.
Yeah. I mean, I love Terry, but yeah, I would say Bobby Moore. Just the fact that he won the World Cup for us.
Yeah, he's the only was the only English captain to lift the World Cup. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like, therefore, he therefore goes as one of the best English players. Someone like my favourite English player of all time is Gascoigne. Because a bit like Maradona, his lifestyle let him down, but like talent-wise, you won't
Paul
find
Gascoigne,
yeah. Paul Gascoigne, insane.
God, I love Gaza.
There's a quote that so Maradona and Gascoigne were like lining up in the tunnel together. Gascoigne said this when Maradona died, and apparently like Gascoigne comes in, he's like, "Oh, I'm so hungover. I think they were both drunk actually." He was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I'm absolutely smashed." And Maradona looked at him, he goes, "Yeah, same." Like it's brilliant.
Should we talk about Pele briefly? Do you think?
Yeah, definitely deserves a mention. I mean, it's only Pele, isn't it? People who call Pele a fraud.
Dino ball.
Yeah. No, obviously, like, his numbers are a bit exaggerated, and who knows who he scored against, but, like, come on, man. He's not a fraud.
I don't even know myself.
Obviously not.
He won 3 World Cups. He can't be a fraud, really.
Yeah, exactly. And he was, like, he's definitely the best World Cup player of all time.
You know, like
Miroslav Klose though.
Like people say,
yeah, Klose was banging in the World Cup.
Yeah, true. He's top ever World Cup scorer, isn't it?
Yeah, how many goals has he got?
I think he's got like
80 something. Because Pele got 77, doesn't he, in 92? But Klose played like 150 games though.
71 goals.
I mean, just in the World Cup, he wouldn't have got 80.
No, he was meant. Pele was
Oh,
meant to be
16,
World Cup.
16 goals in the World Cup altogether.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah,
like,
because he's got so many goals.
Because I think R9 had the record for World Cup goals, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, didn't Lineker have a few as well?
Yeah, Lineker was banging him. That's why I really like Lineker. He hates Millwall, but I still like Lineker.
Closer, yeah, 71 and
To
137.
me, he's just got his like the FA Cup and all the crisp but like that's because you can't deny he was class, but he doesn't.
Do you
he's
think
not the greatest of
Harry?
all time.
Yeah, Harry Kane's he scored 6 of the last World Cup. That's insane.
Yeah,
Mate,
he's got another 2 World Cups in him.
Harry Kane will retire, I think, as England's top ever scorer.
Oh yeah, he's already got like
Yeah.
33
He's
goals.
only
hasn't
20. He's 20 goals off Rooney, yeah.
Yeah.
And we play San Marino in 2 days.
he? that's like extra 5 goals.
If Kane starts and plays the whole 90 minutes, he will score at least 4.
Jay Lings is scoring. Jay Lings is scoring.
Jay Lings,
He's scoring against San Marino. He's definitely
Typical
scoring.
Jay Lings.
Yeah, they'll play Lingard, but
they'll go easy on Kane, I reckon though. But
Lingard and Rice in the same England team makes me happy. It has to be.
But yeah, so just one other player I wanted to mention, because I think there's 5. Obviously, we mentioned more than 5, but like there's 5 for me who stand out. So we got Messi, Ronaldo, Maradona, Pele, and then for me the 5th is someone who changed football forever, Cruyff.
Johan Cruyff, what a guy.
Mate, literally that Dutch team, I don't know how they didn't win a World Cup. Like that total football, literally. So I was watching a documentary about it, and they were the first team to sort of move around in the pitch, so they didn't have a fixed position, and they just sort of all float about, and it was like a 4-3-3, but not everyone was stick to their positions, and obviously Cruyff was a pioneer in doing that, and there was other great players as well, but like I just think Cruyff for me is definitely top 5.
Yeah, it was mental watching Netherlands back in the day. Obviously, like we watched some of the videos of the Netherlands playing back in the day. It was the defensive play and their attacking play. It's completely unmatched. Like I don't know how them as a nation haven't won the World Cup, let alone that team, because they've had so many good teams down the years and so many good players. And Cruyff is obviously the main marksman and the main player. Put in the history, and he will be the greatest Dutch player of all time.
Oh yeah, like without a doubt. I mean, there's just he's just different. Great. That's what I like about all 5 of these players, is that they're all so sort of unique in their own game. Like Maradona's not like anyone else. Messi's not like anyone else. Cruyff isn't like anyone else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, I just think,
that's why it's hard to have a debate. That's why it's more the case of just appreciate all of the players for their individual qualities.
Saying that we appreciate. If I was to push you right now to say who is the greatest footballer of all time, start with Siraj. Who is the greatest footballer of all time?
Lionel Messi.
Fair enough. You can respect that. Aiden,
for me, I know there's been he's got a lot of controversy at the moment, but for me it has to be Pele.
Yeah, I can respect that. He's like,
yeah, that's fair.
The stuff he did on the biggest stage, no one's ever done it like him. I appreciate the fact that you said that rather than being like, oh, Pele's a fraud.
No.
He's not a fraud. Yeah,
there's no way he's a fraud. Like, if there's like a group, there's like 10 players who I'd accept people saying.
I mean, I've scored a few training goals and a few goals on the playground, and I'll happily count them towards my tally. But for me, it's fairly justified. The amount of goals he scored in the World Cup alone is enough to make him the greatest of all time.
Yeah, like 100%. I'm really torn with mine between 2. But I think my GOAT is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, same as me.
It's very close though for me. Cristiano Ronaldo and Diego Maradona.
I'm going Ronaldo as well.
Yeah, I'm going Ronaldo just because I love what he's done from where he came from and where he is now. But obviously, Messi, Cruyff, and Pele as well, very close up. But for me, those two, Ronaldo and Maradona, like there's no, because I was always like firmly Cristiano Ronaldo over any other player, and then I sort of, the more I learn about Maradona, the more I sort of think like, is Maradona better?
He definitely could have been the GOAT, but I think Ronaldo.
Yeah.
It's just because of his habits, to be fair, that kind of blocked him from it. I think for me, anyway.
Exactly. I just think, yeah. But again, the thing is, like, you can say whoever you want. If it's your
opinion,
football's so subjective.
Yeah.
There's not a right answer. So like,
Exactly.
if someone turns around to me and says, well, there is people are wrong to say, like, if someone turns around to me and says, like, I don't know, I'm just gonna pluck the name out of
Dave McGoldrick. McGoldrick.
Like, Harry Kane's the GOAT. Like, no, he's not. But but like,
of course he's not. Yeah,
it's just very.
I think he's Spurs' best player ever. I would say actually.
Him,
maybe Klinsmann
or
over Bale, really.
Yeah, over Bale.
Kane definitely over Bale for me. I would say what's his name? Jimmy Greaves has got.
Jimmy Greaves. Jimmy Greaves has.
So I think Kane will overtake him in the goal. So I think it'll be Kane.
If he stays.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, that's like me saying at the moment, Declan Rice is going to go down as the greatest West Ham player of all time. But
that's not quite the same thing,
it's
bro.
not quite the same.
That's definitely not the same thing.
I don't know,
definitely not, because Kane's been scoring.
Yeah,
he hasn't gone 3. He's been in the Prem for like how many seasons? 7 seasons.
Yeah.
And he hasn't gone 3 games.
2013, 14, yeah.
Okay, that's
crazy.
Okay. Let's just say that's like me saying that Martin Noble is the greatest player of all time because he's been at West Ham for God knows how many years.
Yeah, but Martin Noble hasn't been. He was good in some stages, I'll agree, but he hasn't been like consistently.
Okay, well, in my opinion, he's the greatest of all time. So.
Well, as I say, it's subjective. I mean, I was gonna put Jake Cooper in the video, but
David De Gea, where is he coming out of shelf?
Yeah, of course. What about De Gea?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I think that wraps it up. Thanks everyone for watching, and it was nice to speak about some of the greatest players.
Yeah.
Nice.